Gentlemen, that is Stephen Espinoza, newly installed as president at Showtime Sports. I will be honest with you, we're here at the Upfronts at Cipriani. I thought you already were.
That's good. That's great.
Yeah.
I think you've been calling me president for a while. I think I claimed the title for quite a while.
Who was there?
There's never
been a title, man.
There's never been a president. I invented the title, and surprisingly, people signed off on it.
Not surprisingly, you're being too self-effacing. It said it in the release they sent out, and I wrote in the story, I said, to me, this really announces a lot, and a lot of it has to do with, you made these guys money. 1.2, what is it, billion?
1.2 billion pay-per-view revenue from the Floyd Mayweather deal.
And that helps. That helps as far as installing you in a stable seat as an executive.
Right. Well, a lot of it, comes from obviously Floyd and the fighters, but we've had a lot of success. It's a great team we put together, and we've set our sights really high. We set our sight on doing an event that really hadn't been done before, and it wasn't perfect, but it came off well.
No, it was really good. Well, I didn't see any. What was the imperfections? I didn't see any problems, glaring problems.
No, I guess you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
I'm a harsh judge. Yeah, a harsh judge. But anytime you can get 21 fighters in one place, different representation, different promoters, different managers.
Herding cats.
It is. It's absolutely herding cats. So the fact that we got them there is probably the biggest accomplishment. But the reality, for good reason, they're all in different parts of the world, training, rehabbing. Keith Thurman's getting married. Sergey Lipinets is rehabbing his hand. Mikey Garcia's at camp. They all dropped what they're doing, and came in, which speaks a lot about their commitment, not really just to this slate of fights, but elevating the sport and approaching this sport in a different type of way.
I was rehearsing in my head some questions for you, and I said, Woods, you're going to be annoying a little bit, as is typical. But I'm going to ask you about something that we didn't see up on that stage that people are very curious about. That is Anthony Joshua's next fight. Are you going to be putting it on, or is HBO going to get it? What's happening with that?
I'm very confident that we'll get it. We were sort of rushing to try to get it done, but it's a big event, didn't quite get done. It would have been great, to have it on the slate, or even have, Joshua here. But it just didn't come together in time. I am confident that we'll get a deal done, because it's an important part of March programming. We start the month and end the month with, in the aggregate, the 4 best heavyweights in the world, and all 4 major titles. And I think it's important for the network and for the sport when we sort of join those 2 fights.
I have always appreciated that you haven't bullshitted me. You haven't lied to me. You don't always part with all the information you have.
Okay,
but I'm saying that publicly, and I appreciate it. This upfront, it blew me away. I think it really sent a message that you respect the sport, you love the sport, and you respect the boxers so much.
Well,
I just want to give a sort of a tip of the cap, a public tip of the cap.
No, I appreciate that. I mean, it does. If I've got a pet peeve about the sport, there are some sort of myths that persist. And when people write, and I'm not just attacking the media, but when I hear it in common conversation, things about the boxing demographic and the boxing audience and the trends, 9 times out of 10 it's not accurate. The reality is it's a very young demographic because of the African American Hispanic strength. It is not aging, it is not shrinking, it is expanding, it's healthy, and with this crop of young talent that really all of them are in the prime of their career, there's no reason why this run of great fights can't continue.
See that guy over there? That's Mr. Broner.
He is.
Let's pretend he's not right there, but what do you think of him as an attraction?
Adrian, I have, and not just because he's standing here, I'm going to pretend he's not standing here, so I'm going to talk about him like he's not here. What I've always appreciated about Adrian is
my views, right?
Well, your opinions, your social media, I've always loved that.
Okay.
But mainly the fact that Adrian is aware of entertainment, the entertainment aspect of it. This is a fight and it's a sport, but it's also, there are people watching it at home for entertainment.
He was cracking people up on the stage there more than any other one person. He didn't win his last fight, but he's still an entertainer.
And that's why he is an entertainer. Now, he's also a skilled boxer. You know, he makes mistakes along the way, but at the end of the day, he's trying to be the best boxer and the most entertaining guy he can be.
Amen. That's why I talked to Mike Stafford the other day, police, and I said, "This is his last chance." And Stafford laughed and he said, "No, man, he's an entertainer. He got more chances to come." Last question. Someone posed to me, said, "I think Anthony Joshua is making a move and he's going to be signed by HBO." You put in a lot of time, energy, effort, and money into Joshua. Can you speak to that, Stephen Espinoza?
Well, look, anytime that you've got, you know, popular fighters, there's going to be other people interested in it. You know, competition is part of the market. So I have no doubt that, you know, that network and other networks are pursuing. At the end of the day, though, I think the platform that we've developed speaks for itself. Our commitment to the sport speaks for itself. You know, the marketing, the promotion, the social media support speaks for itself. And if we look at sort of the trajectories of the various networks, I mean, there is one network that stands out, that the trajectory is consistently up and expanding and building, and whose commitment to the sport is unquestioned, and that's ours. That is Showtime. So I think all of that will be our calling card with AJ, and I think he's seen it, he's experienced it, and I'm confident that we're going to be in business with him for a long time to come.
Last question: have you and Peter Nelson found a catchweight to do your charity boxing match?
I don't. I think, but slowly, I think I'm catching up with him by under training. Well, no, I'm under training in an attempt to go up and meet him at his weight.
Me too.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you, Stephen Espinoza, for talking to Fight Up TV.
All right, great.
Appreciate it, man.